What's up, guys? I'm Jocelyn Munster.
And I'm Julia Servin.
I hope everyone's having a great day. We're so excited to get back to you with some more news.
This episode, we have field reports on how COVID has impacted sports, a preview of the One Book, One Line event, some tasty recipes to satisfy your sweet tooth, and how pickleball is on the rise.
Your Eagle Update starts right now.
East Senior Diego Loveshe has a routine every week where he goes to the Leyden Township Community Center. For many, the community center is where most students play sports with their friends or even lift weights. But for Diego, it's where he and his grandfather found a new love for pickleball. For more details on what brought him and his grandfather to the sport, we grabbed our paddles, put on our game faces, and hopped on the pickleball train.
There you go, over the net.
Well, one day my grandpa came home and he was telling me about this new sport he found called pickleball. And I was like, pickleball? Are you kidding me? I didn't take him seriously at first, but eventually he kept talking about it so much. And I'm like, I gotta see what this is all about.
Oh, after I retired, I was trying to find something to have fun and to stay healthy, So I discovered pickleball here at Leyden Community Center. So I started playing with Diego when Diego was younger, like 3 years ago. And I just think it's fun playing pickleball.
And one day I went with them to a few, to see him play a little bit, and it just seemed like a lot of fun. And it made me happy to see him happy, just getting some exercise and talking to a lot of different people.
With pickleball seeming to be a spontaneous find for both Diego and his grandfather, this sport allowed for the two of them to become closer than ever before and develop a bond that will last a lifetime.
For me and my grandpa, we've always had some sort of connection. We've always had a special bond. But when we first started playing pickleball, I really feel like it brought us just closer together. Discovered pickleball, and really that just meant I got to spend a lot more time with him. And he's such an incredible guy.
Oh yeah, by playing pickleball with Diego, being my grandson, it's like our relationship is better than ever. We always, if I don't play with him, I miss him. I can't wait to see him and play. Having fun with him. He being a young person, he can cover the court better than me. I do my best, but Diego do almost. I think he do like 80% of the game, and I'm having fun with him. Of course. And not too many grandfathers play with a grandson. I'm one of those guys. I'm being blessed by doing that.
As pickleball continues to grow in popularity with all ages, there are even serious discussions on whether or not the sport will be added to the Olympics. Until then, it is not too late to pick up a paddle, jump on the pickleball train, and play with someone special.
Every 2 years, Leyden holds a One Book, One Leyden author event. This year, the book, The Leyden Hidden Places, written by Sharon Cameron, is based on true events that happened during World War II. Many posters have been shared around the school, as well as teachers encouraging students to read the book.
I really enjoyed it. I think it's an amazing book because you get it from a different perspective. You get to see usually you see it from the perspective of those who are hiding, like in the attic or in the basement, but in this book you see like what the person who's hiding them went through. So.
Ms. Kaniva, Leyden's librarian, had more information about the book and how it was chosen for this year.
Hidden Places is about a 16-year-old girl who's living in Poland, and she ends up, due to World War II and the Nazis invading, kind of like rescuing a Jewish family and hiding them in her attic. It's really about bravery, and I think for teens it's just like showing that you can really, take huge risks for other people, and it's based on a true story.
One of the exciting things that come out of this event is that Sharon Cameron will be coming to Leyden for a Meet the Author event in the auditorium.
That read the book, we have long sleeve t-shirts that we're giving out. They can get signed out a third period on February 24th in order to come and see the author in the auditorium. She's kind of giving a speech and doing a video. And then we have an author luncheon, period 4 or 5, and they could come to that. We get to eat lunch with the author. It's a little bit more personal, and they could get their books signed as well. So,
many students have enjoyed reading this book and the story it told.
Like it's like a good, like it's a bit heavy, but I think like if you really enjoy like historical fiction, World War II, Holocaust books, you really enjoy this book.
So finally, no, I think we have like 3 copies back. Well, we had 25, so 23 are still out. And then I have some personal copies too that teachers gave to me, because that's kind of how the program works, that we give a faculty and staff a copy and they're supposed to pass it along. But some teachers and faculty have given me back the book so I can give it to kids in the library if they want it. So I think I have 1 left to give out. So it's kind of coming in and out that way.
Okay.
What's up, guys? So Valentine's Day just ended, and if you guys miss making sweets with your sweetheart, like myself and Janai here are some single serving recipes to satisfy your sweet tooth. So our first recipe is the mug cake, and the cool thing about this dessert is that it takes no longer than 3 minutes. You ready? Ready. Let's get it.
Okay, so the ingredients for this mug cake are 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of canola oil, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Alright, so to start off, we're going to add all our dry ingredients to the mug, so the flour, the sugar. It's a lot easier to directly scoop your ingredients and put them in the mug or put them in a bowl, but for, cleaning purposes, we decided to put them in a bag. So here's me struggling a little bit. Once you got all your ingredients in your mug, you want to mix it. Yeah, mix it. So our next step is to mix all of our wet ingredients in: the milk, the oil, the water, and the extract. If only me and her mixed this well. Now pop it in the microwave for 1 minute to 1 minute and 45 seconds. Once it looks like it's ready, take it out and let it cool off for a bit. Now it's time to add your toppings. You guys can add whatever you like. We added some whipped cream and some chocolate.
Honestly, I don't eat cake, but I would give this like an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, so I've had enough of the cake. It was definitely good, right Janaya? Yeah, it was. So now we're going to go on to making some single serving skillet cookies.
The ingredients are 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of flour, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips or whatever your little heart desires. So before we get started, you guys want to make sure you preheat your oven to 375 degrees and then butter your ramekin. You can use a non-stick spray too, it doesn't matter, we just don't want anything getting too attached. Forgot to mention the ingredients that we will need: a medium-sized bowl. So make sure you have that, and you're going to add your butter, your sugar, your vanilla, and mix it all together until it's dissolved, just like her love for me. So once you're done mixing all your sweets together, your butter, your sugars, etc., you're going to want to add the flour, baking soda, and salt. You're going to mix this until you get a doughy batter.
Alright, so right now I'm just mixing all the ingredients together. It's mixing really well right now, unlike we did, but we added chocolate chips, but you guys can add whatever you want. You guys can add raisins, nuts, sprinkles. I just prefer chocolate because that was her favorite. Okay, so now we're just gonna pack our dough into what is this? The ramekin? Ramekin? We're gonna pack it nice. Here, you wanna pack some with me? Yeah, sure. Pack me. Pack it. Alright, so if you guys don't have a small ramekin like we do, you guys can use anything that won't explode in your microwave or oven. So no metals. Alright, so now we're going to put this in the oven and we'll catch you guys in 18 minutes.
Go ahead, take a little snip. Okay, don't knock mine over. You have to take more than that. What are you doing?
This is good.
Okay, ready? Cheers.
It's hot. Like her, but wait, hold on.
It's hot still. It's still really hot. So make sure you let it cool down before you eat it. Second, definitely make the cake over this.
Yeah.
The cookie's good.
The cake's 10 times better.
It's just not hitting like the cake was. It's like leaving your ex and then going to another girl. That's a downgrade. You know, this is the downgrade.
That's the downgrade.
Eat the cake. Stay with the cake. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching Cooking with Joss. I hope you guys enjoyed. DM us on Instagram or Twitter at EaglesEye212 to let us know how you like their recipes. Peace out.
After having the spring 2020 season completely canceled, we are seeing some normalcy return. All spring athletes lost out on a whole season of playing and had their season pushed back in the following year.
Definitely. Over the summer I had the chance to play, but then, getting back into high school ball is definitely different. You play different schools, different teams, and then, some didn't even get the chance to play, but we did, so.
I would say, yeah, COVID has affected sports going back to March of 2020 when all of our spring seasons were canceled. And then, our athletic programs have had to deal with all sorts of changes regarding mitigations due to COVID, shortened seasons last year, restrictions on spectator attendance. So I would say, though, over the course of the last 2 years, this is about as normal as our athletic programs have experienced when it comes to participation.
It's faster paced. We're at COVID. Of course, we still got to follow COVID protocols, but we've adapted pretty well, so we're able to pick it up.
The participation of sports is at an all-time low because of COVID and the different rules needed to follow to reduce the spread.
Sure. I think there's, especially kids that are 16, I think there's some kids who got jobs during COVID that maybe didn't originally anticipate having a job during COVID, and they were able to weather that because of remote learning. And I think there's some kids that have opted to continue to work and not play sports that they were participating in prior to the pandemic.
The meaning of a student athlete has changed since the beginning of 2020 because now you are potentially exposing yourself and family to COVID-19. The risk of being exposed by a teammate or an opponent is something that all athletes need to think about.
So I think, one of the things that athletics has shown us throughout the time of the pandemic is how resilient our student athletes are and have been. And so I think, athletics has been a nice way to try to return to some sense of normalcy for our students over the last couple of years. And I think what it means to be a student athlete has not changed.
Most athletes felt that playing again after missing out on many opportunities for a long time felt different and was a challenge to continue to play.
Alright guys, that's all the news we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys subscribe down below and turn on your post notifications to get more updates on weekly news.
If you have any questions or ideas for upcoming segments, you can DM us on Twitter or Instagram at EaglesEye212. And make sure you follow us for updates and exclusive behind the scenes. This is Julia Servin
and Jocelyn Munster signing off.